Don't mess with Bane, Fennec. This isn't good. You know he's going to follow you around now. Well, he's going to follow you around anyways, but now it's personal. You don't mess with his stuff. So welcome back, guys. We're going to be watching more of The Bad Batch. We're on episode 10 of season 1, and we're not going to read the title this time. We had a few requests not to read titles and not to look at thumbnails, so we're in the beginning of season 1 on Disney+, so we can't see the most recent thumbnails. You guys were telling us about spoilers, and we are very genuine. We're very, I want to say, pure. We don't look up any spoilers when we watch our shows and movies. We do look up casts sometimes just to see who's going to be in a movie, and that was a big request amongst a lot of fans of ours, just so we have some idea on what we're kind of watching, like just to know actors, because sometimes when we watch, we're like, we know that person, and most times they're spot on, but it is fun to know beforehand. I think it's fun. So anyways, we're going in completely blind, not even knowing what the thumbnail looks like or the title. We never read the descriptions, though. That's like a big one we really try not to do. And really good series so far. I love Fennec and Bane fighting. Like, that was insanely good last time. It was bad, but it was like really well animated, and you have these two epic soldiers going against each other.
Yeah, I was worried about Fennec for a minute there, but it should be fine.
Yeah,
I know, because we've seen The Mandalorian, but still we worry in the moment, just like with the Clone Wars. We know certain outcomes later on with like Obi-Wan and stuff, but we still get worried for them in the moment because you never know how seriously injured they can get. And she had issues, Fennec, like in The Mandalorian, Boba Fett actually saved Fennec, right? And then she had to help him after that because she was in his debt. So something big happens, or major things, maybe it was quite a few things happened to have her so injured or something. Woo! But poor Omega. No pressure. I mean, to know that she's so special. I mean, that's cool, but now there's a huge bounty on her head, and she's always going to be at risk no matter where she goes.
That's right. And they're going to try for, probably for the, the duration of her life trying to get her because they need her.
Yeah. The good thing is Nala really does care for her. I love seeing that.
Me too,
and wants to protect her. One thing we didn't talk about last time was the test tubes that Omega stumbled upon. The green test tubes. We remember that from the newer Star Wars movies. When the Mandalorian. We saw that with the big green test tubes, and it looked like Snoke deformed creatures, and it kind of looked like that last episode. One that fell out of the test tube looked like a Kaminoan. I kept saying Kamonian, and I'm trying to say it right now. And it looked like Nala, but it was more exaggerated, like beefier looking details or features. The head was bigger, the neck was really long, but things were thicker.
Yes. And I think it's just waiting for them to take Omega and then put her genetics into these creatures.
Maybe. How crazy, everything's just coming together. So maybe Snoke, I mean, he was so deformed. Maybe he was multiple creatures, different clones mixed together, because you have this Kaminoan who is not exact, and maybe his genetics or that creature's genetics were already altered by another creature or something. So Snoke might be part Kaminoan. I don't know. I mean, he didn't have a long neck or anything, but he might have some of those genetics in him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Maybe.
So, guys, leave your theories below, as long as it doesn't spoil this series for us. I'm curious what you have to say. Shall we get into this?
Yes, let's do it.
110.
As we build a unified galaxy.
If anything happens to me, follow my instructions to the letter.
Uh-oh, he's going to rebel.
Senator?
I promise to.
Can't go through with it.
I can no longer condone this unjust occupation.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna blast him right. Take him away. Oh, goodness.
Just walking right through the people.
Yeah, they're intimidating the way.
Well, at least he didn't sell his soul to the devil.
Yeah.
That's true.
We require your assistance.
Clone Force 99.
How's the man Telmex, kid?
Still getting it.
Better than ever.
It has since become an Imperial outpost.
I'm not interested in a history lesson, Goggles. You're being hired to locate and free Senator Avi Singh.
Not gonna happen.
Your debt's still not paid, remember? A job's a job. I'll keep an eye on it.
I don't exactly trust you either. If anything happens to her...
Yeah, Bandana. Just get out of here, will you?
You're gonna get along well.
Yeah, that's right.
Stay close to Sid and don't leave this parlor. Got it, soldier?
Don't leave.
Yes, sir. Now get scrubbing.
Ah.
Ooh.
Do I get payment for that? Just chores?
Yeah,
I always thought we'd make it to Raxus someday. But not like this.
Yeah, this is bad.
The client is a separatist. How do we know this isn't a trap?
Now are you convinced?
No.
The client being a separatist is not relevant.
It is to me. Forget politics. We're here to do a job.
I'm very pleased to hear you say that. Right to it. I like you. Very well. Follow me.
I like you. She has a good personality.
Yeah.
Enough with the moping around. You're bringing the mood down around here.
Got a fight going on and she's the
All
problem.
right. Stop pouting and do something about it. Maybe if you weren't
don't
so
tell her that.
helpless.
She's realizing. Yeah, he's just bad.
Don't talk to her like that.
I told Dark and Broody I'd keep an eye on you and keep you safe.
Dark and broody.
For how much?
So now he has to pay her for this.
I know.
Too.
I was like, oh
He's
no.
always in debt.
The lighting is just fantastic. Yeah.
We have reached our destination.
We ain't allies. 10 big.
Don't say that to her.
We need
Oh,
to
she's
take out the
smart.
compound surveillance system. Move in.
We do not possess a military skill set for a tactical advantage.
We're counting on it.
Oh no.
Oh, dear. Oh,
She's good though.
I am tapped into their security system.
You two, clear the upper levels. Tech, we'll take the main floor and below. You and Omega loop back around.
That would be impossible, seeing as Omega is not on this mission.
Aww.
Right.
Alright, well at least it worked.
okay, yeah.
Oh. Quick.
It is priceless.
Droids.
Just put it down. Don't take it with you. You're gonna break it.
I wouldn't do that.
Huh?
Hear that? We got an expert here.
She's been watching probably. She's gonna be
What's
really
making
good.
next?
You're the one who said to bet it all.
Oh no, this is bad. She's gonna start gambling.
Boy.
Win a few matches for some money.
Depends. What's my cat?
That's a good question.
30%.
That's right.
Defying Imperial law and openly inciting civil discord. I thought we had an understanding, Senator.
Uh-oh. Oh, got a freaking needle.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Just trying.
I knew you'd come through, GSA.
And behold, I have
she
saved
still
the
has it.
most prized vase.
Great. Now can we get out of here?
How the heck are you gonna get out of this? Zip line somewhere.
Jeez, yeah.
Coming through!
We have a record.
Can't possibly expect me to do that.
If you want to get out of there
Grab 'em.
safely, you're gonna. Just don't.
My hat! Wee! Wee!
They've commandeered one of the walkers. Pin them down.
Uh-oh. Wow, just one shot.
Just like, wow.
The
Yeah.
rear axle stabilizer is offline.
Take out the gun first. Yes. Do it quick. Whoa.
Oh,
Surprise.
Crap.
oh,
They just killed all their men.
wow. Look at
Came in handy.
Surprise face.
No, I never much cared for that vase.
Turn down that alleyway.
We'll be trapped in a choke point.
You're going to have to trust me.
It's got a
Maybe he has troops of his own hidden somewhere.
plan. Only seems like a dead end.
that.
Get in there.
Excellent.
You're gonna think they killed him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, the walker's empty.
Smart.
I must help them.
You will, Senator, but not if you are in Imperial custody.
Just hope all leaders are like that. Like he's so caring.
Oh, I
Yes,
know.
he
He
is.
is.
What's all this?
Hey, Sid owes us money.
Their arms are on him. Yeah, I really like this kid.
Look at
Omega made enough money to pay off the debt you boys owe me. So try
wow.
showing a little
Oh,
gratitude
excellent.
to my friend.
Well, at least you're off the hook, man, guys.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good that he's
Paid off
gambling.
our
but-
debt.
Oh, yeah, should.
One match. If you win, then no more sitting out on missions.
Oh wow, that's big.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
Oh, that
I
was-
enjoyed
was
that.
good.
That
yeah,
was
that was
sweet.
good. Yeah.
That was great.
That was good.
They have a hard life, and I thought he was going to be
Right.
more against the gambling thing, but honestly, that's innocent with everything else going on.
That's for
Absolutely. And
sure,
who does
definitely.
he leave her with? I mean, come on.
I know, he had no choice, but I like Sid a lot. She's really cool.
Yeah,
I
she
do
is
too.
cool.
She's
Yeah, I do
trying
too.
to make money any way she can.
That's
and
right.
Yeah.
every
That's good.
avenue. I mean, she's getting paid by Hunter
Oh boy.
to,
Here we
to
go.
s- watch her.
Mhm.
You know,
She's quite
trying
the
to make a
businesswoman.
buck.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah,
sure
She
is.
knows how to make money
Definitely.
for everything, like everything
Everything,
involved.
yeah.
She has to make money. I think, and you probably saw it too, that she does have a soft spot underneath that hard shell of hers.
Oh sure.
She's
Yeah,
tough.
she does.
Yeah.
She has to be. I can't imagine how her life was trying to survive and being around all kinds of criminals and who knows. But she felt kind of bad when she was rude to Omega before. Like she kind of looked around and her face changed where she felt guilty.
Yeah.
And then trying to talk to Omega afterwards, like she struggled, but you could tell she was really trying to talk to her to a certain extent, like try to be
Yeah, you know,
compassionate.
Right. Yes.
Little-
right. She's
Yeah.
making her,
Yeah.
you know, do some cleanup, and you know, the other patrons around there, they're saying, you know, come on. They're like, really having
Yeah,
to do
that's
that?
right.
Mhm.
And she did have a, like you said, a soft spot for her.
Yeah, she did. Yes.
And how
Yeah.
can
It's
you
good
not?
that-
I mean, she's
That's like that.
adorable.
Yeah, she is. And
Yes.
I can understand her giving her chores to do while she's just sitting there because what else are you going to do? Like trying to keep her occupied. She's sad she's not on the mission and she's just going
That's
to sit
right,
there and
yes.
mope. So give her a job to do. I mean, it stinks because.
Or give her
I
some
just-
money to play games or something.
Yeah, I know. Like, not like that. I just thought Sid would do something like that. Like, give her a job.
Oh, so
But
yes.
I'm judging, but I'm like cringing because anything could be dirty. But that place, especially, is probably really dirty. So I was like, ugh. But at least she
Oh,
wasn't on the
God, yeah.
floor. She was just like washing the
Yeah,
machine
they
there and
didn't say
whatnot.
About that,
But
yeah.
yeah, so
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
happy she found a way to pass the time and pay off debt. That was sweet.
Oh, that was very sweet. Yeah.
She wants
It
to
was
be
good.
helpful still. You know, she didn't, even though she was sad about being left behind, she didn't get angry about it. She wasn't
Yeah.
like, what the heck, they're just going to screw me over and leave me here. Like, I'm a good asset to
pouting.
have. And she was genuinely sad about just being left behind and not resentful about it. So instead
right.
of staying negative, she decided to turn that around and help pay off the debt. So that was great.
Yeah, and she
That's
catches
good.
on so well. I mean, she was right there. She's just eyeballing the game, and
Oh, yeah, she was good.
That's
yeah.
her thing, is to strategize. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was great.
Very
it was
good.
perfect.
We're seeing these traits that she has that are coming in handy, and they're very extreme. I mean, for her to actually strategize and go against these professionals, like people sort of making bets, you know that they know what they're doing, and they probably bet with this game all the time.
Oh, yeah, they're
That's
very
true.
confident. They're probably very good.
Yeah, and she knows right away, so that's pretty insane. So
Oh,
she might even be
definitely.
a leader at some point. I mean, her and Hunter back to back, who knows when she gets a little older, if
Yeah.
this still goes on. I hope she can stay with the Bad Batch forever. Like, this would be great, because I love
That
their
would be good,
family
yes.
aspect, and you know, her always riding on Wrecker's shoulders and her with
That's
the
good,
treats and
yes.
feeding him, and it's just so cute. I love it. But having them separated, that was the first for us to see that.
Yes.
It was.
Most
And
definitely.
the guys really missed her too. Like, Hunter's like, Omega's going to stay with me. You guys stay with me. And she wasn't there. It was GS8. So, you know,
right, yeah.
they're so used to
They're
having
so
her
close.
around.
And that's so
Yeah.
great, because I didn't see that happening in this show early on, where I was like, okay, they're going to have to keep saving her. You know, she's too young. She's a child. She's innocent. She's been alongside a doctor all this time in a stagnant or, you know, sterile environment. So you're not going to know how to survive. But it's instinctual for her, and she is an awesome asset to have around. I mean, they love her.
She helped out a lot.
She's family. But yeah, like, she helps out a lot. So she's probably going to help them out on the mission, but I understand Hunter's concern. There was just too many Imperial guards there and stuff.
There
like
was,
Yeah,
and they're too hot
yeah,
on their
risk.
trail right now. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
What a way to strategize that too. Like, here they're taking a walker, and you have these huge machines, like these heavy machines, right? And they're like walking tanks. One shot though, it just sucks, because they have all this ammunition, all this like powerful weaponry, but if they get shot with it, then, you know, the actual casing or the structure of that same machine will not be able to withstand it. One shot completely took it out in the back. I mean, they're so freaking smart. It's cool that they were able to get it back up and running, but just to watch this intense chase, and it's so slow. But you understand, like, you feel the weight of it. You feel like how like heavy these machines are, and to like go on like what block and a half, 2 blocks to get to that location.
Underneath her.
Yeah, I know. And then walking into the crowd like that too, that wasn't good. Like, that was scary. Like, what? Yeah, that's crazy intimidation right there. Just be like, okay, well, not only do we have guns, the people are exposed. Most probably don't even have any weapons on them, and they're just marching these heavy tanks, pretty much like through people. Like, okay, well, we have our guns, we can just step on you too. Like, we're just gonna go right into the crowd there. Like, talk about intimidation. So I really enjoyed this senator. I had a moment, and guys, please let us know. But he looked familiar to me. I don't know if he was from the Clone Wars or not.
He did look familiar.
I don't know.
As well.
And it bothered me, but I love how kind he was. He cared so much about his people. You only hope for that when it comes to leadership, because there's just so many gray areas, and with this, it just really made me feel good to see someone who cared so much to risk his life and even do that struggle to try to stay safe and follow the Empire, and he really didn't want to do that because he knew it was wrong, so then he risked his life. But he had a plan already, which was great. Like, he's a smart leader. So I am happy that he struggled to leave to show that he is true to his person, that he really does care that much about his people. Like, we kept seeing that all the way through this episode. But he has to fight another day. He cannot stay. It's not going to help at all. They're just going to keep him and, you know, use him to their leverage, or just kill him off so he's not a problem anymore. So I'm glad he took off, and hopefully he can help out in some other way later on.
I hope so.
Yeah, he, you know, he can live to fight another day. And when Captain Bragg, you know, was introducing him to go out there and tell his people to go along with the Empire, and when he went out there, and they were cheering him on instantly because they love him. He's a beloved leader. And for him to start saying, yes, we're going to go with the Empire, but when he switched his mind, you know, and said, no, this is wrong, I have to do the right thing, they loved him even more.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the tables turned quite fast. And you know, but he lived for what he believed in. And it was so wonderful that he did have a plan B in GS8, and she went forward with it and
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
got the Bad Batch. They were fantastic.
They were great. And we've seen this with
Yeah.
the Empire, like how scary it is. They make everything sound so great, and it's not.
no,
They're
definitely
completely
not.
taking
Yeah.
over. Like, you have no
Right.
control over anything. And, you know, we were talking about the chain codes before, and a few of our fans were saying that, how that was also in The Mandalorian. That was an awesome episode, too. And, you know, you need to have chain codes, and that's how they can find out who you are and go after you right away. And, yeah, so
Right.
it dominates everything. It's just very scary. But very good episode. I really like Sid and Omega together. I know it's probably unhealthy, but I think it would actually help
That's good.
Sid out to have more of a soft spot, like to open up a little bit more.
Yes.
Having Omega
yeah,
there.
That's good.
So,
Yeah.
again, I know it's all about profit, making money, but I really think she's going to bond well with the Bad Batch and Omega. I mean, she is part of the Bad Batch now, so we can, you know, just say that
She
is
is.
one thing.
She is, definitely.
So I can see that becoming a camaraderie of something's going to happen later, and she's going to be true to them and maybe even risk herself. We'll see. I hope it doesn't
maybe
come to
because,
that, but
you know, now they're, you know, their obligation is severed. They don't have to deal with her anymore. Maybe they'll still stick around there
that's
because
true.
yeah.
Yeah, I just assumed they were going to stick around. You're right. They might not.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you know,
Liking
maybe
her.
they'll know.
Yeah,
I know,
remember.
but maybe they'll realize, you know, this isn't really the best atmosphere for Omega either. So
Yeah,
we have to
Yeah,
move
that's
on.
it.
We have to
yeah.
carry on, and we
Yeah,
have
that's
to
true.
lead a lower profile
hmm
for her.
So, a little bit off topic, but I'm curious if you guys have any tips for us on how to not see titles or thumbnails. Please let us know, because we do get comments asking us to be very pure with our reactions, which we are. Like, we don't look up anything, and you guys don't look
That's
up
right,
any
yeah.
social media whatsoever, and I never look up anything to do with the shows and movies we watch. So when we go on here, we don't read the description at all, because it's, you know, smaller writing, and usually I can scroll. With this one, it's horizontal, not vertical, and when you go vertical, it's easier to scroll and block a description. But with this, you know, we're farther along, where we're showing the first 1, 2, 3, 5 thumbnails, where we are beyond that, so we don't have to look at it right now. But whenever you hit play, you have to see the thumbnail for a brief second. I mean, you guys can close your eyes, but I'll see it.
Yeah.
And then the title's there. But I don't think these titles really, for the Bad Batch at least, don't really spoil much. But
Yeah.
anyways, we're trying to
Right.
go by with what you guys tell us. We are always growing, learning, and trying to be better.
That's true, yeah.
So anyways, it was a good episode, and can't wait for the
was.
next one. If you want to check out our
Yes.
Patreon to see the next episode now, we are usually a week ahead on our Patreon with full reactions. That would help us out greatly so we can create more videos. Love you guys so much. Hope you're well, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.